is just a quick video just to show you the progress we've made over the past 3 weeks on this 45,000 litre koi pond construction. We've been really up against it with the weather, with the amount of snow and rain we've had, but we've managed to plough through and made some really good progress. So I'll show you the videos of the shell, the pond construction shell, the underground filter area, and also some of the pipework runs. If you have any questions, you can email us, koiwatergarden@btconnect.com, or like our page on Facebook to see progress pictures and obviously other builds that we've got going on throughout the season. Hi everyone, we're now completed our 3rd week of the pond construction in Surrey. This is a 10,000 gallon pond. The block walls are mostly up now throughout the pond and the filter area. So this has got 5 foot of depth in the pond. Later on next week, we just got to put the A142 mesh along the perimeter. So we're going to have a further 6-inch thick concrete base coming out, about another 850 to 900, and then there'll be an upturn block on this end all the way around the perimeter of the pond. So that'll be where the semi-submerged rock shelf is going to go. So the actual rocks will be covered up probably about 4 to 5 inches. And that will go all the way around the perimeter of the pond, as you can see there. In this pond we've got a 1.6 metre viewing window going to be installed in a frame. It's going to have the infinity edge on the top. Obviously the patio area from the house is coming up to here. That's just the actual overdig. There's still some conduits and everything to go through. So into the actual pond itself, we've got 3 4-inch bottom drains, a 4-inch gravity fed skimmer and a 4-inch mid feed. They're all feeding the actual filters, which we'll show you in a second. You've got our custom made light boxes, like sunken light boxes around the sides of the pond. So they're going to provide light inside the pond and also across the front window. So we're not a million miles off. The pond, once the shell's complete, it's going to be insulated and then fiberglassed. I'm going to go black fiberglass on this one. There's going to be a 2-tier waterfall at the top there. Just to take you for a walk around. Very wet and muddy site. We've had lots of rain and snow basically since we started this build. Luckily the whole garden's being revamped, so obviously having the dumpers in here has just basically churned up the ground. There's another 400 or so blocks there for the block and beam flooring that we're hoping to get in the latter part of next week. That brown waste pipe is for the toilet facility. It's going to go in the shed down at the end. So returns in this pond, so you've got the 2 4-inch returns back from the backy showers, 1.5 inch venturi and a 2-inch deep water return along the front edge. The skimmer is going to go in that corner there, so your whole viewing edge is nice and clear. That's going to be the 2-tier waterfall that's going to be constructed. All the pipes obviously been just backfilled in gravel, ready for the concrete to be poured over. All of the actual concrete, got 30 metres of concrete got poured in here a couple of weeks ago. So whatever concrete bases we do, we put the A142 mesh in. So you've got there the pipework runs. That's all return pipework, that one. So bar the brown toilet one, basically that's all. So you've got the 4-inch returns from the backy showers. You've got 2 2-inch carrying a waterfall that can be put on a timer. So this is the underground filter area for the pond, sort of situated right at the end of the garden, out of the way. As the garden runs uphill, this had to be dug down over 3 metres deep. But we'll have a concrete block and beam floor, a patio over this area, and then a summer house with bifolds over the front area here. Access to the filter area will be around the back of the summer house. And you've got a stairway that's basically installed down there. So we've got concrete lintels to be cut across that stairway there. And that is the filter pit as it is so far. So this large base here, that is where the Oazi extra large drum filters and moving beds and end bays are going. So that needs to be concreted over. We're also going to have a concrete base in there for things like pumps. Obviously in future, if you want to add any additional filters. And then through the centre, we're going to have we have like a steel flooring, so effectively you walk above the actual sump area, so any drains will then drain. As you pull your drains, they'll drain into the floor, into the sump area, and then they can be pumped away. Once all of our pipe work and everything's basically through there, that will also be blocked up as well. We've had some very bad weather on this build, but we managed to plough through it. It's really taking shape now. We've had over 4,500 blocks delivered to site so far, so I'm hoping not many more to go, but certainly in the next 2 weeks it'll really start taking some more shape. There's just another angle so you can see the stairway that's coming down. The backy showers and the heat pump are going to be situated on this ground here. Obviously going to just have a concrete base over there. So we've got all the gravity fed filters basically inside the filter pit, pumping up to the heat pump, backy showers, and then they're going to return back to the pond via their 4-inch pipes. A nice spacious workable filter pit there. The amount of waste that come out of this one I think was almost as much as the pond. We had 22 grab loaders in total come out of this garden. We've probably still got another 1 or 2 to go when we remove the ramp for the patio area. We're having to keep the ramp there so we can get the materials in via the dumper. We've had so many blocks, it's just easier to load them into the dumper and dumping them on the ground rather than wheelbarrowing them. As you see, there's a fair bit of water in the pond already. The dimensions of this pond is 29.5 foot by an average of 11.5 foot by 5 foot deep. So that works over just over 10,000 gallons. You can see this is the rock shelf, so we're going to put 6 inches of concrete over here. This will all be reinforced using mesh, and then an upturned block there. So as the fiberglass, as it gets insulated, the fiberglass will come up the wall over and over like that. So you'll have some very large, like natural semi-submerged rocks all around the perimeter. And obviously this ground level here will be brought down just so it finishes level with the top of the rock there. And so it's all been gravelled basically around the back of the pond. So just put a bit of hardcore just to bulk it out.